for our inductees. In no particular order of importance, but our first inductee is a 1963 graduate of Hill High School. 4-year letter winner in football, 4-year letter winner in hockey, 3-year letter winner in baseball, 1-year letter winner in track, part of the Letterman's Club all 4 years. Participated in 4 different high school athletic activity teams, which is about unheard of now, we won't get into that discussion today. Sad to say that in October, 3 years ago, 2016, this gentleman passed. I'm sure he's in heaven or with us right here today and representing, and we're very glad to have this happen. Representing Patrick Hare will be his son, Brian.
Distinguished guests, fellow inductees, Hill Murray School and Hill Murray Hall of Fame Committee. Thank you for inviting me to speak on behalf of my dad's induction into the Hill Murray Hall of Fame class of 2019. A large part of my dad's story took place years ago as a student at Hill High School. Apparently he was much more accomplished than my brother and I realized. When I was a kid, I could see he was athletic. Watching him play golf, fast pitch softball, slow pitch softball, and beer league hockey. However, he never talked about his high school or college athletic career. Never heard him talk about the glory days at Hill, as he called it, and maybe I should have asked about it. I didn't even realize that he won a national championship as a member of the 1963 St. John's University football team. So one day I looked up at his office wall about age 12. Said, "Hey Dad, what's that?" He brushed it off as if he didn't really help the team that much that year. Today's honor started for our family when a car of gentlemen pulled up to my house in Woodbury in July. The guy got out, rang the bell. My wife and I were home at the time. My 10-year-old daughter, Piper, was there. Later that day, she recounted the interaction. She told us she had a decision to make once the bell rang. She said they pulled up and it was a car full of grandpas. It's better, yeah. They looked pretty nice, but if they weren't nice, I knew I probably could take them. We're deeply grateful for that car of grandpas that showed up on our door that day. Your nomination of my dad is what makes all this so special, so we need to figure out where we're going after so I can buy you around. My dad was known by a lot of names. To most, he was Pat. To his men's day golf friends, he was Bunny, and those here at Hill. To his really close golfing buddies, he was Big Red. To me and my brother, he was Specialist 4, as we both well outranked him in the Army. Funny thing is that he didn't know his given name was Donald until the day he got married and signed his marriage license. That is a true story. To the most important people in his life, he was Pat. To my mom and his love of his life. He was dad to my brother and me and our wives, and grandpa to his 4 grandchildren. My dad was a lifelong supporter of sports after he hung up his own spikes and skates. He coached various hockey and baseball teams of my brothers and mine in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, where he settled down with my mom, his wife, and the love of his life, Patty. He passed that sense of giving back to both my brother and me, as we now coach hockey and baseball for our kids' local associations. Additionally, as a board member of the Chippewa Falls Youth Hockey Association, drove the Zamboni, and literally helped with our hometown rink. Away from hockey, he was a staunch supporter of Chippewa Falls High School Gridiron Club, where he grilled steak sandwiches under the lights on Friday nights. My dad supported my brother and me to almost what I thought was a fault. I vividly remember a JV football game I played in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's about 2 hours away from Chippewa. The thing that stands out to me is that it was 4:30 on a Monday afternoon. At the time, I thought it was normal for my dad to be there. But looking back, I realized it was really cool that he was there as one of the only parents from our team. I appreciate that day. I appreciate that to this day. After my brother and I moved away, my dad gave back to the community through his many selfless hours of service in other ways. He was a member of the Elks, a volunteer for Meals on Wheels, a lector and Eucharistic minister at our Catholic Church, and he rang the Salvation Army bell during the holidays. My dad passed too soon. I wish he was here to receive this award. He is a deserving member of the Hall of Fame class of 2019. And I thank all of you who supported him here during his time at Hill, those that remained in touch over the years, and those that came to visit as he was battling his cancer. It's easy to sum up my dad in a few words: loyal, selfless, and humble. And those of you who know him would agree. Most would say, I know Pat's looking down right now, or he's here, right here with me. If I know my dad, he'd be very appreciative of his honor, but far too humble to show it at this moment. Instead, I bet right now he's on the 16th tee of Lake Minnesota, trying not to hook one out of bounds, as he was either up a couple or down a couple and trying to close out the other team. I do know that I would have loved to be here back to see all his friends and family. I humbly accept this award in his honor. Thank you.